Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, New Vegas Bounties 2, with Trags 2, and my robots. So I found the single most broken thing in the entire WMX mod, and that is the Hollow Rifle Advanced Calibration. As you can see, it requires nothing but 60 science. I also have the Jazz's Paris plugin, which means I can craft, let's see, 16 million of them. Because that's the largest number you can craft at one time. They have a value. It's not much, and because they're weightless, you could craft as many as you want, and even not much multiplied by, say, 16 million is still quite a lot. So, yeah. Most broken thing ever. Let's sort stuff out. Casing. Right. This also needs to be go away. Butter knife. Yeah. So Sneaky mentioned that I should maybe be using. Here we go. Excuse me. Sneaky mentioned I should be using light armor because then you get tunnel runner and stealth speed and speedy, and it makes you very, very fast. Problem. No. Please stop, thank you. The problem is that I tested that out, and it makes me fast enough to crash the game. This is the most rock solid stable I have ever seen Fallout New Vegas. I mean, I've had less than a dozen crashes in 90 plus episodes of gameplay now. And stacking those those 6 modifiers together, plus the I'm going this way. Fun thing about the robot, I love the. Okay, no, stop. We can actually get behind him. Okay, we can't make him wait here. You know what? We can go down to the South Stick Saloon. Go south to the Short Stick Saloon. And that's because there's some enemies a little south of there we can fight, and there's some bounties on the board here. Okay, you wait there. I love the fact that it's basically a flying car because it's even got little tail lights, which is hilarious. I also reordered my companion command menu. Alright, so what have we got? We have Uncle Chuckles. We have Four-Fingered John. And Bloody Brad. Harper's Shack. Haven't we been to Harper's Shack? I could have sworn we'd been to Harper's Shack. Yeah, so we've been there. So that's actually very close. So, excuse me. Sorry about that. So, Bloody Brad, huh? Offering 250 caps for the capture of Bloody Brad Jameson, wanted for robbery and other felonies, was last sighted near Harper's Shack, considered to be armed and dangerous, and should only be pursued by armed professionals. To collect the bounty, submit Brad Jameson or proof of his death to Captain Larry Skull at the Boulder City Jail. Well, that's actually pretty easy. I'm not even going to try and read that. Harper's Shack is this way. Come along, robot guy, who's we will eventually name. I actually had a robot in one of my Fallout 4 games who I knew as Bazooka Joe. Hopefully we'll see some Legion raid. The Legion will come to bother us. I mean, I was just playing the game I was testing, the speedy, stealthy problem. And in one stretch.
The Kaisar has marked you.
Okay. Get him. Ow. Okay, do you want to get him sometime today? Ow. Yeah. Well, the Legion's fixed. Ow. Yeah. Okay. Ow. Excuse me. Ow. Okay. Hydra, thank you. And I think he's just killed my robot. Rah. Let's get healthy seems like a pretty good idea. And my robot's been destroyed, which is kind of annoying, but I think that was actually my fault. I'm pretty sure I just shot him myself. Search the robot. Now, can we repair the robot? We can repair the robot. With some scrap metal. Yeah. That isn't quite what I meant to do. Yeah, the best part about junk bots is a little bit of scrap metal and some energy cells are all it takes to repair them, and that's mostly what they drop. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was me that shot him, not the Legion. But as you can see, he wasn't actually doing that bad of a job. But the trick is not to have just one of them. That's not the button I wanted. I want... Aha! Tack. So, where's the other body? Aha! I walked right by it. Also, there's a coyote there. Super sledge, and hold in to turn it off. I really wish I could get it to give me tack without night vision, but whatever. Do I have advanced sensors? I say perks. I do not. I have AR scanner. Alright, I need to take advanced sensors, which I believe allows me to use without the perk. I also need to reload you, which is... Yep, and you're reloaded. So, Harper's Shack is just up this ridge. Now, have you guys respawned? That's the big question. And considering I'm seeing chunky bits, no, they have not in fact respawned. That's very useful to know. Now, I do remember this, and I do know for a fact that it's going to be very, very tricky. Oh, incidentally, something very useful to set up that I forgot was even a thing. No, not you. Settings. So, grenades on numpad 1, mines on 2, thrown weapons on 3, and then triggered explosives on 4. Basically, it means I no longer have to fiddle with holding H to set up high explosive devices, which is really, really useful. I do happen to remember this area. Excuse me. And I know for a fact that as you approach the shack, you discern the sound of several men engaged in an intense argument. After listening for a few tense seconds, you hear one man shout, "Where's the Legion gold? We want our cut, goddammit!" Then gunfire ensues. Okay, so... First things first, let's spread out a little bit of explosives. We don't want them too close to us. Right. But we also don't want to Well, like I said, we're gonna be ambushed. I just happen to know this because I've played this mod a few times. And basically, we need to go in. Let's have our shotgun before we go in this door. And uh, um, ow! I couldn't get back to my ow. Oh, you stole his gun. That's what happened. Yep, 44 Magnum. There's some gold. Jameson's finger. I'm apparently over encumbered. I'm glad he didn't get any. Oh, I think this is a reference to... You discovered an intriguing note with details of on a hidden stash of Legion gold. Perhaps it would behoove you to examine this note. Aha! I suspect this has been updated because I tried this before and was never able to find... Fat Charlie told me one word about where that Legion gold is stashed. Scavenge. I don't know what that lard ass was thinking of, because that doesn't tell me anything about where he stashed that gold. For 6 hours I worked at SOB, cutting his skin, stabbing his balls with an ice pick. He didn't say anything until I put his head in a workbench vise and squeezed out an eyeball. Jesse and I failed to notice that Charlie had been bleeding out. He'd managed to cut his wrist while we were working the vise. It's probably Charlie's private little joke on us while he was in his death throes. Regardless, you better pull it together, because you haven't made a score in a few weeks, and the boys are apt to get restless if you don't get some income. On top of all that, Legion is bound to be sending men after that lost shipment, and word has it that some regulators have drifted in and are on the prowl. Oh, and just to make things worse, interesting, that bounty hunter from Randall and Associates is now taking on work for the NCR, which means you'll get in his crosshairs, or was it her? Inevitably get in his crosshairs, or was it her? If you find that stash, Fisk is going to set you up for life, guaranteed. He's got the key, all he needs is location, and we get paid. Yeah, so I have, you'll notice that my armor just immediately restored me to 25% health, which is awesome. Alright. Simply amazing. Heal 4,000 damage. Fortunately, my robot can in fact carry some... Okay, first of all, dump the Legion armor, because it's awful. Now, can I repair you? I can. Awesome. Oh, I know, because I hit take all on that one guy. Heal up a couple of brush guns. The 5mm hunting rifle is about 10 points. Yeah. Is about 10 points of damage stronger than a conventional 308 hunting rifle, which is, well, it's World of Pain, so it's to be expected. Yes, reload you. I suspect I've looted the shack before. This is going to be awkward when we step outside. Because, like I said, there's explosives and an ambush waiting. Ooh, sensor module. Those are always useful. Not quite as hard to find as scrap electronics, but there you go. Alright, let's open this door. And they should talk to us immediately, I think, so...
Hold it right there. We've been staking out this place for 2 days, just waiting for Jameson and his crew to step out so we can ambush them. Then our little bounty hunter comes strolling right in as the gang commences to kill each other. Pretty fucking amazing luck, if you ask me. But I don't give two shits about that bounty. Jameson had information on a stash of gold. I want it now.
Okay.
I'd advise you to keep going. For future reference...
Are you two idiots gonna come back out? Or... Okay. Not only am I stuck, but... lost the ability to hold my... I'm stuck in an invisible... behind an invisible wall. This is awkward. Hey! Stop shooting my robot, you jerk! Alright. Which means the other one's inside. Okay. Search the robot, take the stuff, repair the robot. Oi, let's talk to you. Yep. Upgrade. Put your missile back in, thank you. I forgot that you have to re-upgrade them every time you Alright, so here's Pullman. With, ooh, another bounty hunter duster, thank you. I'll even take your glasses. Grab that, grab that. Ooh, riot shotgun, those are nice. Ooh. And yet another bounty hunter duster. I'm a quick save, we're gonna step inside and shoot this guy in the face. Okay. Well, that was... no, wrong button. 4, because I need to reload this. You work... Oh, you keep... Companions always get stuck behind that workbench. I should probably have Groovatron just to... Ooh, you had a Ranger Sequoia. Those are surprisingly rare. Right, so we should still have the note about scavenging. But again, I've never quite been able to work out where this is supposed to be talking about. I mean, there's a couple of places marked scavenger. Incidentally, you can also taunt them, and it makes the fights much tougher. But I've never quite worked out why on earth you would want to do that, because they're already pretty tough. Alright, there's one. I thought this was a bigger fight, but I think the... Yeah, I think what I'm... Because tech should reveal even my mines. Yeah, does it? Yeah. So it should be showing off me... showing me my own mines as well. Right. Well, that's annoying. I've misplaced them. I have misplaced an explosive device. This is mildly awkward. Alright. Well, oh, wrong button. Need to turn that off. There we go. So, what my plan is to head back to the Short Stick Saloon and pick up those other 2 bounties, because they're very close together. I do remember the one at the Mole Rat Ranch. I don't remember the other one. So it may be new post-update. But I know that dialogue box telling me, hey, have a look at the note they were carrying is new, although the note is not. Did we get a new quest out of that? No. Just collect your reward. Ah, it's an NCR trooper running across there. Okay. Right, so basically we're gonna head on up to Captain Skull. And so if I can get the next 2 ranks of healthy, that will be really kind of useful. Let's see. I see there's a crate here. Is there anything of value? No. Alright. Yeah. So we're gonna head up to Larry Skull and collect our reward, and then head north of... Okay, hang on. We have to go. We have to get to the saloon so we can see what the... But yeah, these robots are not so bad, and you can get, with a little bit of work, your robot capacity up to 12, and have literally a dozen of these things with kinetic kill missiles following you. It's just a little bit of scrap metal and a paperweight. Paperweights are actually surprisingly difficult to lay hands on in New Vegas. I know for a fact they were all over Four Finger John. NCR is offering a bounty of 500 caps for the capture of Four Finger John Alvord. He's wanted for armed robbery and other felonies. He was last sighted near Mole Rat Ranch, accompanied by multiple gang members. He's considered to be armed and dangerous and should only be pursued by armed professionals. Collect bounty, submit him or proof of his death. NCR is offering a bounty of 1,000 caps for the kidnap of Uncle Chuckles. He's wanted for kidnapping, cannibalism, and murder. He was last sighted near Freeside. He's to be considered armed and dangerous and should only be pursued by armed professionals. Uncle... Yeah, this one's completely new on me. I know for a fact I've never done it before. There's a very similar one from the first one where it was actually here in Novak with a murderous ghoul, but... Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. It's not often... that you find new quests even in New Vegas. It's not often you find quests you haven't done before. Have I been? No, I did not. Next time we're in Novak, I'll have to go over that way and opposite of Nelson, because there's a fun little quest / dungeon thing down there that I don't see a lot of people doing. A lot of people seem to know it's there, but most of them just kind of ignore it. So, random. Oh, I think that's the mercenary that lost his caravan up there. Speaking of which, this is another Legion ambush spot, so I need to be on the watch for the little buggers. Incidentally, did I not turn my gameplay kill cam mode? Please go to cinematic. Thank you. Or go to off mode, thank you. I mean, I keep getting nearly killed because the camera decides, oh, we've shot somebody, let's have a cinematic about it while the rest of the world continues to work. So, it's a little less problematic in Skyrim, where typically it's the last enemy that's doing it, but... I can't help but notice, as we march north, that Skyrim's not getting quite as many views in its second chapter as its first one did, and as has been pointed out, people have different watching priorities. It's just kind of terrible, because I am really enjoying the second stage of Skyrim now that I've gotten the admittedly intermittently awful vanilla Mage Guild out of the way. I mean, the episode I uploaded the night before I'm recording this, actually, because my schedule got weird. It's actually where I completed the modded dungeon by the name of Norsfeld, which is kind of a interesting name, incidentally, and it gave me a kind of interesting power. So it's not, I'm not playing through all the vanilla stuff that you just have seen umpteen million times. I mean, there's some vanilla stuff, because basically everything I have takes place within the vanilla Skyrim. Whetstones are useful, and I don't remember what for, but you can never have enough of them. I have found that's not the gun I wanted to be changing ammo with. Yeah. I have found that the 4-aught buck, is really kind of awful. It's not bad, except when you have... Okay, because Magnum is still a bunch of small projectiles. I believe it's... yeah, a full 7 projectiles, and it's doing bonus damage because it's Magnum rounds. But if we change to this, we see that that's only 4, and each projectile does more damage, but Magnum is simply more effective. Plus, the fact that there's only 4 projectiles means that... I need to do his quest too. But anyway, the fact that there's only 4 projectiles means that even if you've got your gun basically in their face, you can still miss. Which makes life a little more difficult than it really needs to be. I seem to be finding a lot of games that just randomly the sound just stops for a minute. I was drilling for Space Engineers for the exit to the underground bit, and just all of a sudden the sound just vanished. And weren't there some wanted posters over here? Now that I'm thinking about it, I could have sworn there was. Well, there's a cow, but that's not necessarily helpful. Bighorn Saloon. Do you have any wanted posters on the inside? You don't appear to have any. Alright. I suppose that they'd probably just be posted in the bounty office rather than randomly about town if that were the case, but who knows. Now, I am moderately confident that the other part of that note will rear its head at some point, but I have to get to that point, and it's a little ways off. Have we been in here? I want to say we have. Also, I will need to go between episodes and... No, this is still locked up. I don't want to play with that just yet. Yeah, there's many good reasons to not go in there. And a few good reasons to go in there, but... Let's see... Captain Skull.
What can I do for you, miss?
Need to collect a reward for a bounty.
Okay. What's the bounty?
Brad Jameson.
Ah, so you bagged old Bloody Brad, did you? I don't know who gave him that damn moniker. He probably gave it to himself.
Mm-hmm.
He ran a tight crew for years, but I heard he's been slipping lately. Rumor also has it that he knew about some stash of Legion gold. That's just the scuttlebutt, though. If the Legion loses anything, they're usually on it like white on rice. Anyway, here's the reward. Good work.
Awesome. Let's see. Boulder City Jail Terminal is kind of a useful thing. So various dossiers give us location. John Alvord. Four-Finger John. Lots and lots and lots of armed robbery. Estimated 250,000 caps in robberies. Even using non-lethal weapons to neutralize guards and merchants. Assisted by a gang estimated to be at least a dozen strong. Heavily armed and loyal to Alvord. Operates primarily in the vicinity of the Mole Rat Ranch and Field Shack. Often retreating to the mountains north of New Vegas if the NCR dispatches troops to apprehend him. If you can talk him... It's possible you can talk him down. Okay, excellent. Not this one. Let's see. No. Okay, so it's sufficient. So Uncle Chuckles is sufficiently new that there's no info on the dossier. We'll get to Red Bear. Dynamite Danny. One of these is particularly interesting. Arthur Ribbon. Subject name, Ribbon, Arthur. Alias, none. Date of birth, somewhere around 2210. Jurisdiction, Boulder City. Male, allegiance, Enclave. And poster in the Boulder City Jail. I think we've seen that one. Genocide and crimes against humanity. $2,000 alive, 250 dead. Arthur Ribbon is believed to be one of a handful of living Enclave personnel in the Mojave Wasteland, having long since integrated into NCR society. His crimes at the Enclave oil rig were brutal, even by the standards of the era. Rumors and sightings of Ribbon abound, but most are dubious at best. Some officials suspect that Ribbon has long since died or left the Mojave, perhaps gone to Mexico. Several claim Things are documented below. Tactical considerations. Though he would be elderly, Arthur Ribbon is a combat veteran of the Enclave and should be considered armed and dangerous. Given the lack of information on the target, it is unfeasible to formulate an accurate tactical assessment. Seen by a beggar in Freeside. He's a little nuts. In a merchant in West Side, hunting red scorpions. Let's see. Mole Rat Ranch. Follower Scribe. Snyder Prospector Camp. And Gibson Scrapyard. Hoover Dam. Good Springs. Yeah, so basically he's been seen everywhere. Adam Rezesnik. Independent slaver with a poster at Charlie. Right. Yeah, we'll be getting to him, because, Bounty Hunter's Baton. Okay. Inflicts fatigue damage. Awesome. Okay, why am I carrying... Actually, I don't think I have a riot shotgun, so... And I know I have assault carbines. I also have one of those, so we'll repair up our result. So 18.1 times 7 versus... Okay. It's a little bit quicker to reload. Yeah, so our trench gun is better. Just flat out better. Right. This may or may not be affected by the cowboy perk. Did not mean to come out. Should not have come out the door. We've gone a little bit over time, but that's fine. I'm going to record another episode right away, so... I think I have Lobo. 2,000 cash for the capture of Arthur Ribbon. Wanted for genocide, conspiracy, and other crimes. Current whereabouts are unknown, considered to be armed and dangerous. Okay. Lathe Biosis. I have no idea what that means. I'm certain someone in the comments can translate these titles, but honestly, it's just some guy showing off his education, and the robot is trapped in the wall. Brilliant. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna end this episode here. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here, and then in the next one, we will go, up here to the Mole Rat Ranch, and have some words with John Alvord, and then head up to the Boomers. So, this has been Fallout New Vegas Bounties 2 with Triax 2. I will see you guys next time. Bye.